Finally, one of the most talented club sides in the world have shown up. Finally, they have given a performance. We've been waiting for this ever since this project started. When would PSG finally come of age? Perhaps they found the right manager. Perhaps they made the right extra acquisitions. But what we saw is that team that we believe should be able to win a Champions League. I'm not going to apologize. If that's what you guys want to hear, that's not happening. Because when I made my pre-match analysis, it was based off recent events. Barcelona were playing very well. The front three were popping off. And PSG under Emery, they never, even if they've been playing well in Ligue 1, they've never really hit these heights. I didn't see this performance come from PSG. This was an incredible team performance. And this is why we love football. It's also why I don't bet, but this is why we love football. Nobody foresaw this apart from Trudon, who I think Trudon actually, I don't know whether he did it as a joke, but he actually predicted 4-1, but that's scary. Barcelona got circumcised. It's as simple as that. They got outplayed. They were outfought. They were outthought. They were outmuscled. They were outmoved. They were outboogied down. They got clapped. They got clapped. Literally from the very first, because for me, like I think even someone tweeted this to me and like it's true. Barcelona decided to play a 4-0-6 formation. And all I can say to Luis and Enrique is a midfield is pretty important. Just saying, a midfield is pretty important. Barcelona had no midfield whatsoever, but that's, for me, focusing on Barcelona and one of their worst performances I've ever seen of them is being disrespectful to what PSG did. Emery's tactics were superb. They pressed, but that midfield was watertight. Matuidi had a ridiculous game. He was everywhere, but it's what the team did. And the key thing is this, which is why I tell people that Luis Enrique is a clown. He has gotten away with the individual talents bailing him out. There's been no tactics, no game plan whatsoever. Because what you saw there was PSG said, we're going to bulk up the midfield. We're going to make sure that we do not allow Barcelona to get any passes to come through. So which meant that Lionel Messi, Richie was being forced way back into midfield. So, and every time Neymar people had the ball, there were literally 3 PSG guys all surrounding us. So it meant that you're going to have to try and dribble us. You may get past one, you may get past, you're not going to get past the third guy. Also, we're not going to give you the balls for anyone to pass to. And just how Emery sets the PSG men up meant that there were no passes for Barcelona to come into. They were giving them no spaces. There was zero space. Did Barcelona have a shot on goal? Because the mistake that people must not make is Barcelona played badly. This was one of Messi's worst performances. Yes, they played badly, but PSG's performance forced Barcelona to play like a bunch of sideshow bobs. So it is what PSG did. It is what Emery did. I mean, Di Maria, man, he G'd up. He G'd up. Forget the free kick. That second G, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I take him over Messi when it comes to a do or die. Okay? Read my tweet. Say the tweet was saved and retweeted. For me, I think Luis Enrique has handed in his resignation. Yeah. I mean, he has to get beats like that, because forget the scoreline. Your team was not in the game. Because 3-0, if it was a lubrication, I mean, can Barcelona just score 3 without a reply? A circumcision. Unless someone gets paid, Barcelona are not going to score 4 Gs. And on top of that, with the way this PSG team are and the kind of players that they have, they're going to get at least a G at the new camp. I believe they'll get at least a G. And if all they need to do is just score 1 G, game over, bruh. Game over. But I mean, what Emery did is, because I think someone made me the point online, is that he always knew how to beat Barcelona, but the Sevilla players just were not really there. But when I mean, who is Rabiot? Rabiot is just some no-name irrelevant dude. But this guy was one of the best players on the pitch. I mean, this was a pitch that had Iniesta, he had Lionel Richie, he had all this, he had Neymar. And a guy called Rabiot was literally destroying them. Verratti showed why that the guy is freaking sex on feet. He was as silky as a crack addict. Um, so it's like, football is an amazing sport. Football is an amazing sport, and I repeat, I mean, anybody who was stupid enough, or thick enough, or sad enough to spend Valentine's with whoever it is, some chick who's banging some other dude. If you did that instead of watching a live lubrication from Paris, you're a loser. I'm sorry, you're a loser. Anybody who chose Valentine's over a lubrication of Barcelona, you're a damn loser who has no life. Yes, I said it because this was incredible. I mean, I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock. I mean, Barcelona, they can't come back from this. But again, you can never count them out on everything. But, bruh, they got clacked. And you see, and also as well, for people trying to insult me, say, oh, blah, blah, half up. What did I say about Laurent Blanc? People say, oh, well, it was Laurent Blanc not bad. Laurent Blanc couldn't have done this. I said, this is what the owners bought. Like for Emery, this is what Emery's idea is. As in, this is what they were missing from Blanc. A team that plays with some sex, with some zip, with some zazz, with some palala. This team had some palala. This is that kind of energy that Blanc's philosophy was missing. I mean, even Cavani scored a G. But the performance was just amazing. So I don't think for Barcelona, you say to them it's like for Enrique, you say to yourself that Dani Alves, that's a big miss. Iniesta, his legs are going. His legs are going. And without any, I mean, for goodness, I mean, why he started Andre Gomez is beyond me because you had to play Titch. So how you choose Gomez over Titch is crazy. But the lack of a midfielder was what was most alarming to me. Of how Barcelona, there was no midfield, there was no central midfield presence, there was no, okay, let's get the ball. There was no tit for tat, okay, we now have possession. Literally, PSG dominated the game for 90 minutes. For 90 minutes, PSG completely and totally owned Barcelona's ass. Football is great. Football is amazing. This is why it's the best sport in the world. In conclusion, well done, Emery. Tactical brilliance. PSG, superb. Matuidi, I mean, I'm tempted to give him man of the match. Rabiot, again, he played well. I mean, yes, Di Maria scored those 2 Gs. Draxler was very good as well. Drax showed up, but overall, I mean, Matuidi was just, the guy was amazing. As far as an all-round performance, defensively, passing-wise, getting in the attack, and what he hustle for 90 minutes. That's what I need from my captain. As for Barcelona, didn't show up, tactically clueless, no midfield, and they gave PSG too much space defensively. They were not organized and they did not have any idea of how to stop PSG's attacking strategy. Lack of planning, and beyond just lack of planning, lack of match management. If you see something's going wrong in a match, you have to change it. Luis Enrique's lack of changing what was going wrong in the match shows either you don't have the players to do it or you lack the tactical knowledge to say we need to change formation. We need to have an extra man in midfield. Guys, hold the ball, keep possession of the ball. Messi, move out wide. Let us find some space here. Let's play a bit more direct, but let's actually give ourselves a lot more options so people have options on the ball. There was no change. Barcelona were just lost, and PSG literally were so up for this game, and they killed them from minute 1 to minute 90. Champions League, baby. Champions League. Follow me at Twitter and Facebook.